Hi friends, welcome to Tackle Knowledge channel. So today we will be continuing for class 8 part 2, okay, chapter 1 agricultural implements. Before sowing the seeds, it is necessary to break soil clumps to get better yield. So before sowing the seeds into the field, so we need to break the soil clumps. There are present soil clumps inside the field. There are soil clumps present in the field. So we need to break down those soil clumps. Okay, this is done with the help of various tools. So to break down this soil clumps, we need a various types of tools. Okay, we need a various types of tools. Okay, next, the main tools used for this purpose are plow, hoe and cultivators. So the main purpose of this field is that we are using the plow, hoe and cultivator. These three are the main tools for the cultivation. Okay, so in this first we will be seeing about the plow. This is being used since ancient times for tilling the soil. So plow method is since used in the ancient times for tilling the soil. Okay, adding fertilizers to the crops, removing these weeds and turning the soils. So this ploughing method is since used in the ancient times for tilling the soil, and they are going to use the fertilizers to the crops, and they are also doing removing the weeds and turning the soil. Okay, this is made of wood and it's drawn by a pair of bulls or other animals. So the plow is made up of wood and is drawn by a pair of bulls, okay, or other animals, horses and camels. So they are using either pair of bulls or other animals like horses and camels. Okay, it contains a strong triangular iron strip called plowshare. So this plow is having a plowshare. Okay, it contains a strong triangular iron strip, which we will be calling it as a plowshare. The main part of the plow is long log of wood, which is called a plow shaft. So it is having a long log of a wood, which we will be calling it as a plow shaft. Okay, there is a handle at one end of the shaft. So at the one end of the shaft, it is having a handle. The other end is attached to the beam, which is placed on the bull's neck. So other side of the shaft, it is having a beam which we are placing it on the bull's neck. Okay, one pair of bulls and a man can easily operate the plow. Okay, so there are one pair of bulls, okay, and a man can easily operate this plow method. Okay, figure 1.1a. So here this is the figure 1.1a, the plow. Okay, so this is the plow which is having a plow shaft. So this is the plow shaft. Okay, and this is the plow share, and it is having a beam which is connected to the two bulls neck. Okay, the indigenous wood plow is increasingly being replaced by iron plow nowadays. So the wooden plow is, in earlier days they used the wooden plow. Okay, now the wooden plow is replaced with the iron. Okay, iron, made up of iron. This plowshare is made up of a iron metal. Okay, hoe. Next we will be seeing about the hoe. It is a simple tool which is used for removing weeds and for losing the soil. So if we see the hoe, it is a simple tool which is used for removing the weeds and loosening the soil. Okay, it has a long rod of wood or iron. So it is having a long rod of a wood. Okay, it is having a long rod of a wood, or a iron. So ancient times there is only a wood which is they are using, and nowadays the wood is replaced with the iron. Okay, now we are using only iron related hoe. Okay, it has a long rod of wood or iron, so it contains a iron. Here the hoe is full of iron. Okay, a strong, broad and bent plate of iron is fixed to one of its end and works like a blade. So it is having a strong, broad and bent plate, okay, of iron. So this is all these are made up of iron. Okay, and it is fixed to one side. So this is fixed at one side. Okay, and the other side it is having a beam. Okay, so this beam is placed for the animals. Okay, means they can place it with this beam is connected to the bulls. Figure 1.1b. Next we will be seeing about the cultivator. Nowadays plowing is done by tractor driven cultivator. So this is the cultivator which is driven with the tractor. Okay, the use of tractor saves labor and time. So by using a tractor, the labor time is saving. Okay, figure 1.1c. Next we will be seeing about the sowing. Sowing is an important part of a crop production. So sowing is the one of the most important part of a crop production. Okay, before sowing, good quality, clean and healthy seeds of a good varieties are selected. So before sowing a seed, we need to select a good quality, clean and healthy seeds. Okay, and then we have to use it for our field. Okay, farmers prefer to use seeds which give high yield. So farmers always used to prefer good yield of seeds. Okay, that means the seeds must be healthy seeds. Okay, selection of a seed. One day I saw my mother put some gram seeds in a vessel and pour some water on them. So Pehle saw that one day her mother put some seeds in a vessel and pouring some water on them. Okay, after a few minutes some seeds started to float on the top. So after some time she saw that some seeds were floating on the top of the water. Okay, I wonder why some seeds float on water. So she's wondered that why the seeds are floating on that water. So to know this, we will be seeing about the activity 1.1. Okay, take a beaker and fill half of it with water. So we have to take a beaker and we have to fill half of the water. Okay, this is the water. Put a handful of wheat seeds. So we have to add the wheat seeds into this water. Okay, this is the wheat seeds. Okay, and stir well. Then we have to stir it well. Wait for some time. After stirring it, we have to wait for some time. Are there seeds which float on the water? So after some time, are there any seeds floating on this water? Would those be lighter or heavier than those which sink? So whatever seeds are lighter or heavier, lighter seeds are going to float on the water and heavier seeds are going to settle at the bottom of the beaker. Okay, damaged seeds become hollow and are thus lighter, therefore they float on the water. So those which are damaged seeds are going to float on this water. Okay, these are the damaged seeds. Okay, these are damaged seeds, and the good seeds are sinking in the bottom of the beaker. Okay, these are the good seeds. Okay, next, this is a good method for separating good healthy seeds from the damaged ones. So this is the best method to separate the good and bad seed, to separate the bad and good seeds. Before sowing, one of the most task is to know about the tools used for sowing seeds, figure 1.2a and b. So before sowing these seeds, we need to know which tools are to be used for sowing these seeds. This is shown in the figure 1.2ab. Okay, traditional tool. Now let's see about the traditional tool. Okay, the tool used traditionally for sowing seeds is shaped like a funnel, figure 12.a. So here figure 12.1a, traditional method for sowing. So this is the funnel which they have taken. Okay, this is the funnel shaped like a, this tool is traditionally sowing seeds is shaped like a funnel. Okay, so see here it is a funnel present where the farmer is adding seeds into the funnel. Okay, the seeds are filled into the funnel. Okay, their seeds are filled into this funnel, then passed down through 2 or 3 pipes having sharp edges. So it is having a 2 to 3 pipes having sharp ends. This end pierce into the soil and place seeds there. So through this pipe the seeds are going and they are peering into the soil. Okay, seeds are going to peering into the soil. As the bull moves, the seeds are going to peer in the soil. Next, we will be seeing about the seed drill. Nowadays the seed drill, figure 12.b, this is the seed drill. Okay, this is the seed drill. Nowadays the seed drill is used for sowing with the help of a tractor. So this is the easiest and fastest way to sow the seeds. Okay, this sows the seed uniformly at equal distance and depth. So this is the method which is sowing the seeds equal distance and depth. Okay, it ensures that seed get covered by the soil after sowing. So after the soil is covered neatly. Okay, after sowing the seeds, the soil is going to cover the soil neatly. This protects seeds from being eaten by the birds. So earlier in traditional method, the seeds are going to, in traditional method the seeds are not going to be much pairs into the soil. Okay, if we see the seed drill, it is going to sow the seed well. Sowing by using a seed drill save time and labor. So it is going to save the labor's time. Okay, there is a nursery near my school. I found that little plants were kept in small bags. Why are they kept like this? So the Bojo is saying that he saw a nursery near his school. Okay, he found that little plants were kept in a small bag. Why these plants are kept like that? This is the confusion for the Bojo. Pehle, seeds of a few plants such as paddy are first grown in the nursery. So Pehle is answering that seeds of a few plants such as paddy are first grown in this nursery. Okay, when they grown into seedlings, they are transplanted to the field manually. So after growing these seedlings, they are transplanted to the field by manually. Some forest plants and flowering plants are also grown in the nursery. So along with these plants, forest plants and flowering plants are also grown in this nursery. Okay, appropriate distance between the seeds is necessary to avoid overcrowding of the plants. So there is a need of distance to each plant. Okay, plant to plant there must be a distance. Okay, so that the plant can grow well. This allows plants to get sufficient sunlight, nutrients and water from the soil. So the plant will get sufficient nutrients, sufficient sunlight and water from the soil. Okay, at times a few plants may have to be removed to prevent overcrowding. So to avoid the overcrowding, we need to take or remove the plants at several times after growing the plants. Okay, so that's all for today's class. So next class we will be continuing tomorrow. Okay friends, if you like my video, please kindly like, share, subscribe, and if it is helpful, please share it with your friends also. Thank you so much. Bye bye.